like many of you, my faith and my understanding of Christianity has been rocked by Christian allegiance to Donald Trump. And I want to give you my perspective on why it's just so unsettling and disorienting. I think I was in early high school when Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky had their affair. And I went to a very small Christian school, very conservative in small town Virginia. And it was Christians who were appalled that such a godless act could happen, that the president could do something so horrible and so awful. And we need someone with morals leading our Christian country. I mean, that was the message. At the exact same time, purity culture was at its zenith. There were books like I Kissed Dating Goodbye that put a lot of pressure on my age group. I was the target age group for us to kind of demonize dating just so we wouldn't become impure somehow. I went to Acquire the Fire, led by Ron Luce, where we were yelled at for not being pure, and we needed to get our act together. I also went to a little local one-night conference thing where they gave out True Love Waits rings. The national conversation was about the godlessness of our president. And then the Christian conversation was about personal purity. And at the exact same time, the internet was becoming more mature. So while Christian grown-ups everywhere are shaking their heads at the lawless Democrat president for what he did, they're also emphasizing heavily our personal purity, but then they're putting computers in our bedrooms, which I had. All it did was give us access to all the impurity all at once, unfiltered. And this created such a devastating blend of shame inside so many of us. It's because this man isn't godly that he did this. That's why. That's what being ungodly looks like. Then be pure, be pure, be pure. And also, here's a big machine to everything you could ever want that is the opposite of what we're telling you to be. So many of us wake up in the morning feeling like trash, feeling like garbage, because so many of us weren't able to hit this level of purity that was communicated to us that we had to hit. We have to be this. And we didn't achieve that level of purity. And so we have carried crushing shame into our future. Then on a dime, those same people who made us feel so guilty excused everything Donald Trump did and said, oh, we don't need to look at his personal life in order for him to be fit for this. And all my wounds and shame and guilt and years of self-loathing feel like they were all a trick. Feel like they were all you controlling me, because look at how quickly you're able to just go, oh, it's actually not that big of a deal. As if these conservatives who were adamant about sexual purity can now just say, oh, well, yeah, sexual ethics just changed throughout time, while still trying to legislate other people's sexual ethics. I want to call it hypocrisy, but I don't know if older Christians realize how disorienting that is and how crushing it is to have carried so much sexual shame for our failings and our failures that were actually just young people having natural urges. How much shame we've carried, and then to see you go, yeah, we don't really believe in holding people that accountable all along. I will say, for me in my journey, I've leaned deeper into seeking out God and Christ, but my inclusivity is very broad. And who gets redeemed? I believe everyone. And I believe the good news is we all will be in heaven. We all will see him. And all of this shame that is rooted in this hypocritical, arbitrary morality that is only proclaimed if it is of advantage to you, I am done with. And so I hope me sharing my story can encourage you somehow.